Liverpool vs United, a battle for the top of the summit in the English Premier League. That is our focus today. This is Soccer 360. I'm your host, Delvin Owino. What else will we be discussing? There's a lot to discuss in the FKF. Some fixtures will be taking part today and others will be taking part tomorrow. We'll touch on that. And then, of course, in the Italian Serie A, the Derby d'Italia, Inter Milan taking on Juventus will be the focus. Now, interactions with us, socials, bottom of the screen. Do remember hashtag Soccer360 on Twitter and on WhatsApp. Do leave your name so that I can shout you out. Our WhatsApp number will also be appearing on the screen. And for Saturday, as usual, three of the pundits that are here with me as none other Nicolette, Bar Prince. Salim Waziri is late, but he is on his way. How are you guys doing today?
We're good.
How's your week been, Nicolette White?
It's been interesting. Let's just put it that way.
Interesting week. Are you looking forward to the game tomorrow?
We can't skip it. We don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice, exactly.
But they are afraid.
I'm not afraid.
You guys are afraid.
I'm not afraid.
You've said it.
Speak for your team.
No, you've said it.
Speak for your team.
You've said it here.
Speak for your team. With your
You're afraid of
welcome
Liverpool,
home.
Buana.
Anyway, you're looking forward to tomorrow's game. I'm sure about that.
I am, yeah. Because I feel like tomorrow's game plus the Fulham game will definitely be the decider for this.
Yeah,
Then we can finally start celebrating. Because I think any real Manchester United fan is still not excited. We are still 50-50 about how this thing is going to go.
Still 50-50 indeed. And Bar Prince, how are you doing today? Apart from the fact that, as Salim had mentioned last year, that when Chelsea don't win, you always leave the WhatsApp group, as you did again. But anyway, how are you doing today?
Well, that's your banter. But let me tell you, of course, two things. I have to appreciate Manchester United because they're doing well. They are on top of the table. However much kitu inatuuma, but we have to accept you have done well. Two, we are not so excited that our enemies are there. So iko hivyo, here and there, but we're so excited again tomorrow, a big game. At least watapigwa for maybe for the first time in a couple of games wamecheza.
Since Arsenal beat
yeah.
Via penalty given by Pogba who ran out of breath.
So I'm excited tomorrow, your game. Anyway, I'm good, doing good.
You're doing well. Yeah. Of course, as you see the empty seat there, it's for none other than
he's
Salim
missing.
Waziri.
If you see him on the road, tell him to run. He's getting late.
You told me before you went live on air, 5 minutes he'll be here, so let's just continue waiting on him. But let's start off in the local scene. We'll start off by looking at the fixtures as usual. FKF Premier League fixtures, and I'll have my pundits predict a few of the games. Today, what are you looking forward to today, Nicolette White? Any good games there you see?
I feel like there are too many good games because there's Bandari, Kakamega Homeboys, that's a good game.
Your
There's
team down
Tusker,
there, huh?
yeah, that's a good game. I think even City Stars and Ulinzi is not bad.
So which game do you think we should predict first and foremost? Let's start off with the bottom one. I think that's the most intriguing one.
Kariobangi
And I was
Sharks,
going to say that's as
And
hard as
Tusker.
predicting Manchester and Liverpool.
Let me ask you first of all, you go for the prediction first, since Kariobangi Sharks being your team in the local league.
I think
Tusker picked up form.
They have picked up form, but I feel like Sharks are too good at the moment. I'm going to give them a 2-1 win.
Wow. 2-1 victory to Kariobangi Sharks. Bar Prince, how do you see that game panning out?
I think this is a draw because both of them are doing well. The beginning of the season, sometimes unapata wanatoshana nguvu. So I'll give them maybe 2-2 draw. 2-2.
A 2-2 draw. Now, Nzoia Sugar, Sofapaka.
I may feel like it's a good one for Sofapaka.
Yeah,
Sofapaka have not been that good this season, to be quite honest.
But at least they're coming up because unacheki, I think three games won.
Yeah.
They are coming up really well. They have a coach mwenye anaona mbele. That's a good thing. And when you have a good team mwenye imekuwa pamoja for long like Sofapaka, you know they don't sell their players that much. So it's an advantage to them.
So you're going for a Sofapaka win in
Yes,
this game, Bar
yeah,
Prince.
a bit too late.
Nicolette White as well. You're going for leaning towards Sofapaka. Bandari Homeboys, another good game.
Bandari Homeboys. You know what? Let me tell you. One thing about Kakamega Homeboys is that now wako na kakitu. And rumors zilikuwa pale that wanaweza kuwa aired to huko Mombasa sababu ya kakitu. So we always talk about fatigue, Delvin, because hizi mechi pia ziko, you know, ni mob, congested, ni mob sana. And then when you think about Kakamega Homeboys traveling from east side mpaka Mombasa, it's a big journey. But if they get nini awapeleke na ndege, it will be easy. So it won't be that easy for Bandari. But again, they're doing well.
I feel like Bandari, when they play at home,
hiyo inakuanga
advantage.
But they use their fans. They are not there this time round. So I think this is another draw for me.
A draw.
Yeah, I think I'll lean towards a win for Bandari. I'll give it a 1-0 win.
A 1-0
because I feel like they have the advantage whenever they play at home, they tend to play well.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, and right now it's piping hot in Coast. I'm sure they're going to take advantage of that heat.
Taking advantage of the heat, indeed. Bandari to win there for Nicolette White. Then the Battle of the Stars. Yeah. Which side are you leaning on? Which Stars are you going for? Ulinzi or City?
City Stars. City Stars, Delvin, if you've noticed, City Stars are doing well, especially at home. Wakiwa wao wanacheza home, they're doing well. Wamekam poa. Ulinzi Stars kidogo pia wao hapo in the middle of the table. But I think City Stars might have it. Tusidanganyane, City Stars might do well. Excuse me, kwanza wako. Their coach is back anyway. Alikuwa ameenda mambo ya mapumziko kidogo. He's back, so he's concentrating again to his boys. 2-1 win to Stars. City Stars for me.
Nicolette White, are you going to lean with the other Stars, being Ulinzi? Are you going for City Stars?
I'll back City Stars, but I don't know. Let me back it as a 2-0 win.
A 2-0 victory, fair said there. Now, let's move over to the fixtures for Sunday. Let's see which teams are lined up there. We see FC Leopards will be in action. Wazito will be in action. Posta Rangers are in action as well. Now, we'll start by predicting Bidco versus Wazito FC. Wazito FC have been looking good this season. And Francis Kimanzi doing a great job there since he took over. So, Bar Prince, your prediction for this game, Bidco United versus Wazito FC?
Yeah, I think it's a good one. By the way, itakuwa utalii pale. And people were saying venye wako allowed. But I think it's a good one for Bidco. Wazito with Kimanzi, he's settled. And he's using set pieces. So, kuna jamaa anaitwa Dennis Nganga pale. That boy with left foot is doing well with set pieces. And a good thing with Kimanzi is that when anaona opportunity mahali anaweza tumia, he uses it. So kama ni dead balls, you have to be very careful. Bidco on the other side, wameanza tu poa. We didn't expect
newly promoted side as well.
Yeah. So haitakuwa easy for Wazito, but I'll give it Wazito, my all time. Wazito maybe 3-1. 3-1
Wazito FC. Nicolette White, your other team in the Kenyan Premier League, Wazito FC.
My other team, by force, like Leipzig was given to me by force.
It's by default.
For me, I feel like this is an easy one for Wazito. I feel like when you look at Kimanzi, I feel like he has the players he needs to build a team, and I don't feel like Bidco. Yes, they've been doing well. Let's call it beginner's luck. They've been promoted, blah blah blah. But for me, I feel like Wazito will thrash them 4-1.
Oh wow, 4-1 victory to Wazito FC. That's a very optimistic prediction there.
This Bidco is the Leeds of England.
Anyway, now probably the game of the weekend in the Kenya Premier League. AFC Leopards started off the season well. They're falling off a bit against the undefeated KCB.
Undefeated, yeah. Exactly. 1 point between them, by the way. AFC, I think, wako number 3, Delvin.
AFC actually number 3. AFC have lost a number of matches. Are they still up there?
No, our AFC. I think it's 1 point if I'm not.
I highly doubt. I highly doubt it. So I think it's more than 1 point.
Because
it's more than 1 point.
We can confirm.
Well, let's confirm. Sitaki pia kukuka hapa. I stand collected. By the way.
Collected.
And mnafaa kuelewa. Mnafaa kuelewa. But anyway, ni sawa. FC Leopards.
FC Leopards is at 5th spot.
Yeah.
5th, eh?
And the point gap is not what you said.
Because they're sitting at 9 points, and KCB sitting at 18. So literally double.
Yeah, double the points. FC Leopards fell off. They had a good start to the season, but they have really fallen off. KCB, on the other hand, undefeated.
Number 3
very good.
Tusker.
I think KCB have Tusker next week, if I'm not wrong. I think that's what I confused. But anyway, it's a good match because also FC Leopards, they want to be where they belong in the top 5, Delvin. So it won't be so easy for them because KCB has a good run so
easy.
far. It won't be easy for them.
Oh, it won't be easy for them, okay.
Because KCB wanataka. Unajua hawa say they're not lacking anything and wanakawa wako prepared. But who is who? I think it's a draw.
I don't think it's a draw. I think KCB is adding another win to their long streak of wins.
FC Leopards.
I think it's that simple because FC Leopards, you don't understand what's going on with them at the moment.
Very inconsistent team, and I've said this for so many times before that AFC Leopards, you just
never
don't
know
what you're going to get from them.
Yeah, FC.
A draw would be their best because they're at home, but I don't see it happening.
I really don't understand, because also they didn't have international matches like Gore. They've been here. It started well, as you said, but now, I mean,
yeah, they've just fallen off. I don't know what's happening there. They've just fallen off.
Coach Mzungu akuje.
A draw for me, 2-2. So
2-2. You have learned towards
KCB win.
KCB. We'll predict the other game, but viewers at home, do predict this game. Send in your predictions. Twitter, #Soccer360. WhatsApp number will appear on the screen. Do leave your name as well. For me, I think KCB will continue their undefeated streak. I think they'll get a victory over AFC Leopards. I'll go for a 2-1 victory here. And then the last game we are predicting in the FKF Premier League, Vihiga United taking on Posta Rangers. Who wants to go first here? Bapin, go first here.
You go first.
Anyway, I think Vihiga United, they're not bad. They're not bad. They're not bad. Promoted. They're not bad, Delvin.
Ni West Brom. West Brom ya KPL.
They're not bad. What to our capo. So, but I think they'll use this advantage. Wapige Posta Rangers at least 2-1. I'm giving them a win.
2-1 victory to
they're not
Vihiga
bad.
United. Nicolette White.
Me, I feel like it'll be a draw game. Like it'll just be one boring draw. Might even end as a 0-0 draw.
Posta Rangers. But Vihiga, they have a good midfield. Wakona vijana very fast. Think they can use that
to their advantage.
Yes, to their advantage.
Okay, well, you've heard it from my pundits regarding the FKF Premier League. Now let's move over to the international scene, where we're going to be predicting more matches. And we'll start off by looking at the fixtures in the English Premier League this weekend. Now, as we all know, Liverpool United is on that's going to catch everyone's eye. That game will be played tomorrow. We'll start off with looking at Saturday here. We won't predict all the games as we have done in the FKF Premier League. We'll just predict a number of games. We'll start by predicting, let's look at Fulham against Chelsea, West London derby. Fulham, the king of draws. They have drawn the last 5 games, and in there, there's draws against Liverpool and Tottenham. So, Bar Prince, you being a Chelsea fan, do you think Chelsea can turn their fortunes around? They've been in very bad form.
Yeah.
Do you think this is a game that they can actually turn their fortunes around and get all 3 points?
All factors remaining constant, it's a must-win for Chelsea, for heavenly sake, where we are and how we are doing. Meskia, there's a fununu that they might bring us another coach to help Frank Lampard. I don't understand why.
Maurizio Sarri is the name. Was it Maurizio Sarri's one that was being mentioned?
Yeah, he was. No. There's a former Chelsea
coach.
Shevchenko.
No.
There's a Mzee who was there, I think, in 2011.
Yeah, it wasn't Sarri.
Yes.
Was it Avram Grant?
Grant.
I think so.
So why don't you just sack this guy and bring him as a fresh one? But anyway, ni sawa tu. So
you can't just sack up a manager after a couple of inconsistent games that were going to happen because you guys went on a shopping spree.
You can just, we are Chelsea, we are Abramovich, he can't do anything.
Then you'll keep falling behind because every manager is going to come in with their own list of players and their
because
own
he's English,
way of play.
Ataletewa msee wa kumsaidia because they want him to
I think his legendary status in the club is that is the reason why he's still there.
Exactly.
Of course. But what's your prediction for this West London derby?
It won't be easy for Chelsea because this is a derby, Fulham against big clubs. You've seen how it is going. But I think we'll win maybe 3-2. 3-2
victory. Well, 5-goal thriller. 3-2 victory to Chelsea in the West London derby. Nicolette White, Fulham, they've already picked up draws against Spurs and Liverpool in the process. Do you see them getting another draw in this game?
No, I see them being beaten by Chelsea, but not that high goals.
No, the 3 factor, the 3.
You don't want to start bringing the 3 factor because Fulham will end up beating you 3. So just leave the 3 out of it. I feel like Chelsea is going to beat Fulham 2-1.
2-1 victory to Chelsea. Well, the next game I want to predict for today's fixtures, an interesting one, the late kickoff. Leicester City against Southampton. And do remember, Chelsea, if Chelsea do win, they go above Southampton and Aston Villa in the table, just on goal difference.
Yeah.
Don't get too excited. Now, if Southampton do win, on the other hand, against Leicester City, they go level on points with the Leicester on the table. This will be an interesting game. Ralph Hasenhuttl against Brendan Rodgers. Nicolette White, you go first for this one.
For some weird reason, I'm really leaning towards Southampton.
You don't see another 9-1 as
I
what
don't.
happened last,
I don't
was it last
see it.
season?
What are
I
those
don't
weird
see
results,
it
by the way?
because when you look at Leicester, the way they've been playing, they have one really good game that you forget how inconsistent they've been so far.
Yeah.
And I feel like Southampton are so focused this time. They're literally the team to watch out for. So for me, I'm going to lean towards the Southampton win.
Southampton victory there. But Prince, I know you'll go otherwise because you don't want Southampton going ahead of Chelsea by 3 points.
Yeah,
So you're
exactly.
leaning towards Leicester City in this?
Exactly, but this guy Vardy nowadays kidogo ni one
Ni
goal
mzee.
anatulia, 2 goals anatulia. But I think Ndindi has ameshika momentum saa hizi pale nyuma, so I think he can do something. Leicester City to win this one, 2-1.
2-1 victory to Leicester City. Let's move over to Sunday. And Aston Villa, unlucky team, another game of theirs has been postponed. The game they were supposed to take on Everton in the game there tomorrow, but that game has been postponed. And let's just move over to Sunday. I'll ask my director to move those fixtures over to Sunday. Let's see which games are there. Of course, Liverpool United, that will be previewing after the break. Sheffield United against Tottenham. Sheffield United are unbeaten against Spurs in their last, was it 3 meetings or 4 meetings in the league, as I was reading. So this will be an interesting game. How do you see it going? Mourinho to get 3 points here, or do you think Sheffield United will pick their second victory of the season? Of course, they did beat Newcastle midweek this week by 1-0. Nicolette White, Sheffield United or Tottenham Hotspur?
I don't know. I feel like Spurs will win it. I don't know. For Sheffield, they don't give me that
Fear factor.
that fear factor.
As they did last season.
Yeah, and for me, I feel like because Mourinho, of course, has slipped off again, this is the perfect match for him to prove himself again. So for me, I feel like Spurs will take it.
An easy victory, or do you think they'll struggle? Spurs?
I think they'll struggle a bit. I'll give it a 2-1.
A 2-1 victory to Tottenham Hotspur, sorry for that. Bar Prince, your former manager Mourinho, the man who put Chelsea on the map, he'll be taking on Sheffield United at Bramall Lane.
I can't deny that,
Yeah.
you know that. Delvin, it's not about how undefeated this Sheffield is against Spurs. It's about their form, how they are doing this season. And it's awful at Qatar. But though
Spurs have been bad themselves. I think the last previous 5
Yeah,
games,
they
they have been awful.
This is the perfect game. Like I'm saying, the perfect game for Mourinho to dust himself off.
Yes, of course, but you know, if you understand Mourinho, he's that guy who will take advantage of who you are and how you are. So Sheffield United anajua vizuri sana these guys. Lazima, though morale ya kwamba they won their last match might give them at least that motto ya win this match. And they're at home again. But this is for Mourinho. This is for Mourinho.
But let me ask you guys a question just regarding Tottenham Hotspurs. If you've watched their past couple of games, Mourinho has this tactics. We all know he likes to park the bus. But he has this problem of Tottenham will score first and he'll go and park the bus. He doesn't want to go for that killer goal, that 2-0, that comfortable lead. He'll score 1 goal and drop back.
Yeah.
But do you think that is actually something right for a team like Spurs, as a team of
That
Spurs
has
caliber,
the players.
that
That
has
has
the
the players
players
to go forward.
to go and destroy teams like the Sheffield United's 3-0 comfortably?
When you employ someone like Mourinho, you have to understand his philosophy.
Exactly.
Yeah, two bora
Very,
apart
very
3
true.
points.
But yeah,
That's
it's not about pretty football. It's about
Yes,
getting the
it's
win.
about getting the win.
But of
and the
late,
results.
it's not been working. We have seen Spurs take
But
the
we
lead
all
in a number
know
of their matches. and
Mourinho
they
is
just
not
been
going
pegged
to.
back.
He's not going to change his formula. He's not going to change it.
He's
Yeah.
not going. Because if you bring him to your house, lazima ujue tu how he'll eat.
I think
food
on that
yenye
will be up to the players.
But again, you know, they can't change. If they change on the field, alafu igeuke.
No, it's up to the players.
You'll tell
It's up to the front to decide if they want to keep going forward or not.
But nowadays, you know, he's now depending on 2 players, especially when anaona Son and Ken wamechoka. That is when now anaambia, let's come back and just block his balls. Nothing else.
So you're both siding for Tottenham Hotspur in
Yes,
this game
nevertheless.
to get
They'll
a
win.
victory. I think I'll go. For me, this is the first game I'll predict for today. I don't see Tottenham getting the win. I think it'll be a draw. I think it'll be a 1-1 draw. I think same old Mourinho. He'll get the goal first, sit back, and Sheffield will be on their case. I think Sheffield will just get a point. Now, before we continue to predict City against Palace, and he's just on time, and he's the one who will be predicting that game for us. Salim Waziri, how are you doing, Mr. Latecomer?
I am doing fine. My deepest apologies to you guys and the entire fans watching out there. But I think today the traffic was just from hell.
No, there's a lot of traffic. Okay, fair enough. At least you're here now. It's good to have you here as usual.
Always a pleasure.
Now, we've gone through a number of games in the FKF Premier League, and now we've just moved into the international scene. Gone through a number of games in the English Premier League. City taking on Palace, a Palace side that normally disturbs the big boys. They're a very stubborn side.
Yeah.
And I was reading that City have not beaten them in, is it the last three meetings?
Three
The last
meetings.
3 meetings, if I'm correct. Do you think Palace will go there and be stubborn as usual? We saw them against Arsenal. They had 2 blocks or 4 behind the ball. Against City, well, I'm sure it's going to be the same thing, but City have those pretty players that
absolutely.
can unlock that defense. How do you see this game going, Salim Waziri?
It's fair to say now that City look better, and they have realized that a 1-0 win can still suffice. And we are looking at them now. They've, I think the back line is what is doing the magic for City. So against the Palace side, as you've rightfully said, City, unlike Arsenal, they have the players to unlock you. So regardless of how much you stay stubborn, at some point of the game you'll break, because we all know you can never defend for 90 minutes against players that are as good as City. So I think for me, for that very reason, City might just be too good, and I think they will run riot, and I'm going for City win, 3-1.
That's 3-1 victory to Man City, and I think City played the late kickoff game tomorrow, so they'll have known the result from Liverpool and United, and I'm sure you're hoping for a draw there.
Yeah.
But of course, I'm sure probably you're going to be leaning more towards Liverpool in your heart. But I'm sure you're hoping for a draw there, just to get, because if that game ends in a draw, City win their game, and then win their game is in hand, and City are top.
And lest people forget, as much as people say Aston Villa beat Liverpool 7, City's next after Palace is Villa, and City stand a better chance of beating Villa.
And then City, probably now City now, Aston Villa.
If Aston Villa will be allowed to play, because
their game has been postponed again.
Yeah.
So we're just hoping that probably that game against City will go on, because now I think Aston Villa they'll have what, 3-4 games in hand, and they're sitting in a very pretty position, by the way, in the league. But anyway, City, Crystal Palace, Nicolette White, your prediction?
I'm going to give it a flat 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw.
Simply because Crystal Palace don't want to keep. Who needs to win this game more? City.
City, okay.
Or
now,
Crystal
Nicolette
Palace.
White, I'll have to cut you short. But Prince, your prediction quickly, because we have to go on a break. Give me your prediction, City Palace, as we go on a break.
Straight win for
Crystal
City.
Palace.
Straight win for City.
Win for City.
Nicolette White, you said
I'll
City
go
for the
1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Well, fair enough. You've had the predictions in the English Premier League. We have to go on a short break, but when we come back, we'll be taking a look at the other fixtures across Europe and the big preview. Liverpool taking on United and the Derby d'Italia, that is Inter Milan versus Juventus. You don't want to miss that. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Soccer 360. I'll jump straight into your messages here on WhatsApp, and I'll just start by picking them out at random, so don't get on my back if I do not or I miss your message. Now, hello Delvin, my predictions are Sharks win, KCB win, Viga United game draw, Chelsea will thrash Fulham today, Leicester will draw against Southampton, Liverpool will thump Zebra United 3-1. Tell Nicolette zile mbio walikuwa nazo Champions League ndio wameanza. Zebra United will finish 4th, then Europa League watatokea semi-final. Naitwa Kelvin Shidogo Bulimu, fan 001 from Vihiga United. Fair enough.
001 ni timu gani?
He doesn't mention the team he supports, by the way.
Hiyo ndo club ya 001.
Kelvin, you have not mentioned the team you support. Let me see probably his profile picture. He has a... I'm seeing, okay, your profile picture is of Heung-min Son. So probably a Spurs fan.
Ni fan.
Sasa ndo anajua ball.
No, sorry.
Soccer 360.
That's not his profile picture. Okay, he has
Ni
no
Soccer
profile.
360 fan 001.
He has no
That's
sorry,
what
that
he
wasn't
meant.
his profile picture. Hi guys, Chelsea to win 3-1, Liverpool to win 4-2, Southampton to win 2-1. Enosh kutoka Nax, United will win or draw. Manchester United, Analala. I hope you left your name. Man City Kichwa. Fair enough.
Oni fan wa City clearly vile ameongea.
Joro from Gatundu.
Predict.
Joro from Gatundu, I see you spamming here. I'm reading your message, so cool down. He says, Kamwangi, Manchester United watapigwa. Oh, sorry. Joro from Gatundu North, Gataite, Kamwangi. Manchester United watapigwa vibaya sana na Liverpool ama draw, lakini hawawezi. Hawawezi. Soccer 360, thanks for the show. I really like it. Thank you very much. I hope you did leave your name. Hi, Delvin, enjoying the show. Nico, my crush, looking lovely. I'm wishing United all the best.
Lord.
2-1. It's Bob from Kahawa West. Bob from Kahawa West. Well, fair enough there. Eli says, Manu will win by 2-0. Okay, let me just read the last one, then we get into the preview. Hey, Ibru Dominic Lau from University of Eldoret. Sisi kama Manchester United tutawaduwaza Liverpool vibaya sana. Hii title ni yetu. Now I'll read more of the comments a little bit later on. Let's just get into the preview. But
naweza sema hivi.
Let's just, okay, as you're speaking, let me ask my director to just put the fixtures for the Serie A and the Bundesliga.
There's nothing meaningful he wants to say, so just take
it. Nataka kusema sasa kuna majamaa wanakuanga inbox ya Nicolette hapo kwa Twitter. Kwa sababu unasikia macrash.
Uwezi ingia kwa Twitter inbox yangu if I've not followed you.
That's how Twitter works.
Anyway, director, please let's move on to Sunday fixtures. And by the Della de Capital was played yesterday. Lazio against Roma. Lazio came out 3-0 victors in that. Luis Alberto with an absolutely spectacular game. Inter Juventus, as you see there, that's a game for tomorrow. We are going to preview that right after the Liverpool United game. Let's move over to the German league. That's the Bundesliga. There are no games in La Liga, by the way. No league games in La Liga. Any games there you're looking forward to, Mr. Waziri? You have not talked much since you came late. Any games you're looking forward to there in the Bundesliga?
Not really, but Borussia Dortmund with Erling Haaland is always a nice watch because the kid is scoring goals for fun. He's proving himself. Yeah, I think that one. And then also Leipzig, because they started the league so well. And they seem like, again, also they are blowing out of steam. So those are two games I will really look forward to. And lest we forget again, Werder Bremen. They look good. They really look good, playing some very beautiful football. So, yeah. Yeah, I think
Tight Chong, of course, Nicolette White's favorite youngster in the whole white world when it comes to footballing matters. But anyway, let's move over to Sunday fixtures. She actually shed a tear when he moved on loan to Werder Bremen. Bayern Munich, Freiburg, Eintracht Frankfurt taking on Schalke. Schalke actually, I
think this is the most boringest Bundesliga fixture so far.
Yeah, there's nothing actually standing out there.
You already know who's going to win. Like, there's nothing that's going to be unpredictable.
Yeah, they are the fixtures, guys. But anyway, now let's just jump into the preview because we have about 25 minutes to preview two big games. Liverpool United will be the first game we preview. And before my pundits give me their thoughts, their analysis, and their predictions of how that game will pan out, let's listen in to Jurgen Klopp and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. United on very good form heading into this huge clash between them and Liverpool. But as we all know, such matches form goes out of the window. Now, Nicolette White. Your thoughts?
Why did you have to start with me? You start with the neutrals.
You're a Man U fan.
You're a Manchester United. I'm starting with you because United. You are a United fan, so it's only respectful. I start with you, and then I go to the neutrals here, Bar Prince. And
but they're not very neutral anyway. For me, I don't know why. When I look at it, I feel like Liverpool have been inconsistent as well. United, you know, you can never know which side of United you're going to get when they wake up and come. Sometimes.
But fair enough, you've been in really good.
We have been in really good form. I won't deny that. But then again, you know, being a United fan, we always say we don't want to get excited until we see the lineup. Because we don't want to be excited, then you find that one thing that has been done wrong in that lineup. But I don't know. For me, I feel like it's definitely going to be a battle of the titles. And for some weird reason, I just feel like it's going to be a draw.
Is this the best time to be facing Liverpool? We know the injury problems they have.
I feel like it is the best time because it's better to face them now and get over with. Plus, when you look at it, both for Liverpool and United, it's both an advantage for either team to play us now. I mean, it's a perfect time in the season. You already know where you're standing. For Liverpool, if they want to secure, this is the chance that they have. For United, if we want to secure our spot, this is the chance that we have. So it is. And the problem with us, when we have that one chance...
But you did take it against Burnley, though. You did take that chance against Burnley to go top of the table. But still, let's just stick here to United and Liverpool and on Nicolette White here. Judging from recent results in the league, would you say United going to this game slight favourites? Slight
favourites, yes, simply because United's form against big teams is, let's just be honest, better than when we're playing the smaller teams. There's a very high possibility of us being able to beat Liverpool today and go and lose to Fulham next week. The possibility of that happening is still very high as well, because United, we've seen the way we play against smaller teams. They are more of a threat to us than the big boys. We sort of have a formula and a way to be able to get through and get past the bigger guys.
Okay, now I'll come to you. Don't stop. Why you? I'm just here. You're breathing so heavy.
I know, he's realized I've made sense.
Why are you breathing so heavy? I can hear you from here breathing.
Pole baba, utarudi kwangu.
I'll come to you. I'm hearing him breathing so heavy. It's like he wants to say something. I'm just hearing. It's okay. Calm down. Calm down.
He's too unfit. Very unfit.
And tomorrow he has a World Cup final.
Yeah. He's the captain.
And you're the captain.
My fullback. You know. my fullback, Salim.
Anyway,
Never
let's just discuss that later on now. Waziri,
Yeah.
Liverpool's problems. Trent Alexander-Arnold, first and foremost, his
Yeah.
form has been up and down. Doesn't look
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same
yeah,
player.
yeah.
Defensively, Matip may not be in.
Yeah.
So
Still
Klopp was
ruled
asked,
out.
does he throw Henderson back in the defense? What would you do if you're Klopp? What would you do? It's difficult, yeah.
Klopp is in a very terrible, or let's say tight situation, because when you have Matip, Joe Gomez, Virgil van Dijk, your three most reliable centre backs out, Delvin, you have to come up with a miracle when you're coming up against such big boys. So I think for me, it's just you have to take Henderson back because of his experience and his ability sometimes to read the game. Because you look at that entire team, no one will deputize better than Jordan Henderson. But then again, I think it will be a shot. They will be shooting themselves on the foot, because you have a Man U team that has a front three or front four that know their way in that football field proper. So if you have someone who hasn't played at the back for quite a long time, or his main role is not playing as a centre back, then it's a problem to Liverpool. So I think for me, it is. If it was last season, I would sit here and say Liverpool go playing at Anfield, because they won, I think, 25 of 27 at Anfield since last year.
They've not been defeated there.
Yeah, so I think I will sit here comfortably and say they will go out there and rip Man U apart. But now that's not the case, because it's a touch and go situation. This thing can go either way, because Man U have looked very good away from home. I think they've won 11 out of the 12 away games. And you look at Liverpool, they're as inconsistent as ever. So I would, my heart, as difficult
No
as it is.
prediction yet.
Yeah, I'm not giving a prediction. My heart tells me that it will be a match that will boil down to mistakes, because we know Maguire and Bailey, as good as Bailey is, they have not played together for a long time. So with our front three of Liverpool, mistakes are bound to happen. And you look at Liverpool again, the centre back pairing is just not right. So I think tomorrow rather, it will just simply boil down to mistakes.
Now, Mr. Bar Prince, you clearly said at the beginning of the show, we have to give United credit for being where they are. Is this a case of Liverpool have been bad this season, or United have been good this season? Which one is it?
I think United, where they are right now, they are in that stage of knowing what they want and how they can do it. I mean, what they can do to achieve it. Because for sure, United, tangu the beginning of the season, you are bad. But vile games zimekam, wamejipata. Pogba is happy, Bruno is happy, good coordination. The heart of that Manchester United is really okay. They have Fred, they have McTominay, they have Matic. Anyone can hold on that number 6. So what do they? What don't they have? Nothing. But let me say this: it is again a mountain to climb, because in front of Big Six, they have failed to get 3 points in their last 4 matches against
the top 6 opportunity.
So this
top
is
16.
Yes. This is something, again, wanafaa kuangalia. What is really wrong? What is going on against Big Six? Because Liverpool is among the Big Six, and it might again boil to the same.
Liverpool have a very good results against the Big Six.
Exactly. Yeah? They've done well. So Manchester United ni wajiangalie waone namna gani. On the other side, ya Liverpool, and actually people should know that this is, I think, the 200th times. This is game ya 200 ya Klopp, and with all those matches, 127 matches ameshinda among his 199. And itakuwa better way to celebrate mechi yake ya 200, winning against a Big Six. Actually, a team that is on top of the table. And it is a win-win. Actually, this thing, kila team inataka 3 points. Because if I win, nakalia table. If I lose, kidogo inakuwa issue. So everyone needs this.
So
3
it's
points.
a case of this season Liverpool have been bad or United have been good. You didn't answer me.
I don't think
mistakes.
I feel like let me help you with that one. I feel like if you look at United's stats, it wasn't good. Let's be honest. But for me, I feel like United tried to rectify where they could and how they could.
Yes,
because if you look at Klopp and Ole, the difference between Klopp and Ole, why Klopp has an advantage, he's being backed. Let's be honest. Whatever Klopp needs to enhance the Liverpool team that he already has, he will get. Ole on the other side, for me, I feel like the experience between the two coaches, Ole doesn't have the experience. Klopp has the experience. Klopp has the backing of the board. Ole, with his, what we used to say, inshallah football, and his lack of backing from the board, we have to give him credit to where we are right now.
But also Liverpool, Delvin, because he has lost some of his men ambao wanategemewa sana.
No, but replaced. You see, this is the same thing we were saying. Let me tell you something. It's the same thing we're saying with Delvin. Liverpool have lost, yes, key defense players, but there's nothing preventing Liverpool from striking.
Delvin,
literally.
Losing Matic, now uko na Fred. No,
Matic.
For Manchester United. If you lose Matic as a holding midfielder, upate uko na Fred. Are you losing? You're not losing.
You are. Let me explain to you why. Let me explain to you why.
If you lose Virgil van Dijk, na ulete Henderson hapo, you know,
whatever we
in
need,
a way, you have to
let me tell you one thing. You can't compare the experience of Matic and Fred. Fred can make some inconsistent decisions because of his lack of experience.
But
on the other hand,
remember,
Van Dijk and Henderson, both of them are experienced enough to make the correct decisions.
We can't count how many times Ole has gone with a totally different midfield with Matic, Matic, na wase Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes, watatu hivyo. The following game anakuja na Fred, Bruno Fernandes and Pogba. The following week anakuja na McTominay, Bruno Fernandes and Pogba, exchanging, meaning they all can do the work. They all can perform.
But you're not understanding what team they're playing right now.
I think tomorrow,
I understand anyway.
is where the masterclass of either Ole or Jürgen will come to the fore, because you might find out that Jürgen might play as Henderson as a centre back, but he will get the balance right in the front six, because I think for me, if Ole, I think he will do that. If you go and sit Fred, and let's say someone like McTominay.
That's what he'll do.
Yes,
that's what
you have to sacrifice Pogba because Bruno has to play as a team. So I think for me tomorrow is a matter of getting the balance right, because if Ole is watching the show all the way from Manchester right now, I will tell him, just go and sit, maybe let Matic sit. Let Bruno and Pogba go and express themselves. That is the best way to win that game, because if you go and sit, Delvin, you have a Thiago is fit and they will dictate play all day. You have Wijnaldum and Curtis Johnson, players that are very good on the ball. So they will really suffocate Man United, because you don't want players in that Liverpool midfield who can pick passes to Mane and Salah. You don't want that. So I will urge Ole Gunnar, don't shy off, because people say you win the league against the Fulhams and the Burnleys. No, you win it against the big six. You go out there and make a statement, beat Liverpool, then people won't say, because most people are saying Man U have fluked their way onto the top of the table.
They haven't.
So so they have to go out there and make a statement, beat Liverpool and silence the critic. It's that simple. So Ole shouldn't shy off. Just go out there, but let the players go and express themselves.
Looking at this, like he knows probably Liverpool are a better footballing team than him, so he'll probably be like, let me not go with Bruno and Pogba in this game, because Liverpool will tear me apart in that midfield. Let me have a bit of security. Let me go with probably McTominay and Fred. Let them sit there. Then let Bruno just go and...
I think if Eric Bailly is fit, it's unnecessary to start with Fred and McTominay. You need them when he's playing Maguire and Lindelof, because you need them there to block the mistakes that are going to happen.
Ole might go with the security, as you're saying. But in the second half, ikianza hivi ajipate yako 3-0 down. Upate imeshindikana kuturn. Even if you bring in Pogba or Bruno, when you rest, it won't bring any difference.
I think another place that probably United should be very, very careful about is that defense of theirs.
Yeah, and you need
not quite.
And you need a holding midfielder who is ready to also go and help them.
Because
look at stopper, a real one.
If you look at it, United's problem has and will always be that defense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I look at this game it can go either way, in either two ways. Liverpool come out firing and probably go even 3-0 before half-time. Or it could go the other way, where United keep it 0-0 until half-time and probably have a chance to nick the game in the second half.
And I think the either way part now goes with the setup now. Because if Ole goes with the security, Shaw and Wan-Bissaka will always be on the back foot defending. And you don't want that against Liverpool. If he has watched previous clips, what did Aston Villa do against Liverpool? Just get at them, go wild. You stand up better. That's the same way it happens to City. If you go wild, you have a better chance of beating them. But if you sit back, Delvin, the pressure will suffocate you eventually, because they'll keep coming at you. They'll keep coming at you. And Firmino and Salah and Mane, they don't need 10 chances to convert. They just need 2 or 1. So I think for me, that's why we are saying, to release the pressure from Shaw and Wan-Bissaka, just go wild. Go and play your football.
And that's why I think it is a better way to start Bailey and Maguire.
Yeah.
I think they're going to start. Lindelof is out injured, if I'm not wrong.
That's the best
Lindelof, the mistake...
Just because of the partnership between Lindelof and Maguire, I think even if ako injured, they might try to
That's the
bring
mistake
him.
they made, and Lindelof's injury got worse.
Yeah,
And
they
you know,
did it
Lindelof
once,
and Maguire
yeah.
don't have a good partnership because they don't communicate.
You need a Bailey for Mohamed Salah and
I've said
Firmino.
this a number of times. I think Bailly is the best centre back the United have in their
Yeah.
team. But Lindelof is injured. That's the only reason Bailly is playing. Let's just be real.
I would rather drop Maguire and have Lindelof and Bailly in that.
Is Teles around?
Teles, yeah, he's fit.
Yeah, I think why not Teles? Because I think
No, I think
Teles with crosses pale
He's a
kando
fullback.
better than
He's a
crosses pale kando. I think he's better than
And
Shaw
don't
in
be
such.
But you know, like I said,
Distribution is better
the
than
problem
Shaw.
with such a game will always boil down to, as much as we can sit here and predict and say Liverpool will win, Manchester will win, it will always boil down to how both the managers will decide to line up against each other.
You do not. I mean, you do not
We know what-
trust Ole in terms of selection.
We know what Klopp is going to
Nico,
do.
you don't trust.
It's
We
true.
all know
You
that.
can't blame
The
me.
thing is that,
He
the
has
thing is
a
that
lot to
we
choose
do not
from
know
anyway.
what United will do. With Klopp, we know what he's going to do.
Yeah, we know. He has
Mostly
no
playing at Anfield, he will go wild. All guns blazing.
We
He
know it's
won't
going to
go
be a
there and
4-3-3.
sit.
freedom.
Yes.
No,
We know.
freedom.
We know
4-3-3.
Robert-
But
So-
it's always been a 4-3-3 with Klopp. And this is one thing I wish Ole can look and see. It's literally. I think Aston Villa looked at it and saw this guy. There's nothing is going to change, so they know what to change.
When he's-
So Ole needs to take the same advantage.
with his 4-3-3 formation,
As you give your prediction.
playing Roberto Firmino as a false number 9 because he tend to do so a lot. Now unapata Mo Salah and Mane ndo wanafungia team. I think Ole should understand that and try to make sure that anaharibu that formation, and that is how he can win it. So for me, let me tell you, 4 times madraws ndio ziko. Actually Manchester United wamepata I think ni 4 wins out of their last 5 matches, if I'm not wrong. So I think this is a draw, ladies and gentlemen. This is a draw. Wacha tu tusidanganyane, because I don't see Manchester United losing tomorrow, and I don't see Liverpool losing tomorrow. So, but if Manchester United wakipata the best selection, watapiga Liverpool mbaya sana. Wako on fire, my friend. I have to accept it. I'm not an enemy. I have to accept it.
Keep in mind that Liverpool are unbeaten in Anfield for God knows how long.
And this is Manchester United. Venye nimewaona, and Bruno Fernandes, congratulations to
you've
him.
made your prediction.
Actually,
We have to move on.
Yes, congratulations
White.
to
I
Bruno.
think me, I've
Prediction.
said it from the beginning. For me, I look at it and I feel like it's a draw.
A draw.
I feel like it's a 1-1 draw.
1-1
At
draw.
best, it'll be a 2-1 win to United, but I still feel like it's a 1-1 draw.
Salim Waziri.
I want to cut Manu some slack because of their away record. I think they have scored in the last 27 away competitive games. For that reason, they will be on the score sheet. But then again, at Anfield, I just don't see Liverpool losing this one. I think this is a better opportunity for them, and I'm going for 2-1 to Liverpool.
Liverpool
Salim
victory.
anaomba hivyo.
Now, for me, what I'm saying is, yes, United have a perfect away record this season. But what you're not putting into perspective is how many goals have they conceded in those away games?
Yeah.
How many
also
goals
a
have Man
fact.
United conceded
It's
in those
also a
away
fact,
games?
yeah.
A lot of goals. And Liverpool is not the team that will be open and let Man United just go and get goals. So you're backing United in a way. Nicolette is backing United in a way. Salim has gone for Liverpool.
Anataka hivyo.
Listen, it's his prediction. For me as well, it's just hard to see past Liverpool at Anfield. I think Solskjaer will be taught a lesson. I really do. I think Solskjaer will be taught a lesson, and it'll bring me back to the point of United and Solskjaer, where he'll get a run of good games, and then something just happens. Yeah. And I think this is the game where something will just go wrong for him. And I think Liverpool will win by 3-1. Now, Derby d'Italia time, of course. Now we have Salim Waziri here, Inter Milan, huge Inter Milan fan.
Where's the Juventus?
And then we have Nicolette White here.
Juve fan.
She likes that zebra kit. You know, United wear the zebra kit. Juventus
But
as well.
I've been a
It's black
Juventus
and white.
supporter for so long.
She is a Juventus fan.
It's all right.
Then we have Bar Prince here. He's a neutral. I think he supports Sampdoria, if I'm not wrong.
No,
Who did I say?
Cagliari.
Hapana, mimi hapana.
He's a fan of Raja Nainggolan.
Oh, you do love Raja Nainggolan.
Mimi the former Pele's team.
Pele.
Maradona au Pele?
Maradona.
Napoli.
The late, sorry.
Napoli.
Huyu hana team Italy.
Hana.
Kama amefikiria hata
Napoli,
ajui.
because I've ever been to Napoli and I see
Yeah, right.
nishaikuwa Napoli bwana. Wacheni hizo bwana. Mnadhani nyinyi ni watu wa hapa sijui
It's
Mkuruweine nini?
Naples.
Naples.
Yeah, unajua.
You are
The
in
city is
Naples,
called
okay.
Naples.
What is the city famous for? What is the Naples famous for?
I am a fan of Napoli Football Club. For heaven's sake, wachaneni na mimi.
Not the tradition. Okay.
Okay, let's just jump into this
What
preview.
is the city known for?
We have like about 5
How
minutes.
do I
Let's just
know
jump
now?
into this preview.
You
Derby
know.
d'Italia, Inter Milan, Juventus. Now, these two teams, we have 3 minutes left, actually. My director just told me. Now,
both
Waziri,
inconsistent.
as an Inter Milan fan, you're going into this match, Antonio Conte, we do know he loves them, all the players. That we do know.
He's taking
Going
Lingard.
against- Going against Juventus.
yeah.
Which team do you think will come out on top as you give your prediction as well with this final? I'm giving you a minute each now. No, I'm giving you actually 30 seconds each so that I do an outro.
It's so
Nipe
sad-
kidogo
it-
mimi.
it's so
No,
s-
no, 30 seconds.
It's so sad to say this, but I just have a feeling Juve will still win it because just like Spurs, these are the king bottlers FC. And I think for me, because of that, you're talking about the age. You have Arturo in there and people like, I think, Brozovic, and you have Bentancur, the Kennys and the Kulusevskis.
Yes,
Absolutely. They will run them ragged at the end of the day. So, and lest we forget again, between these two, Inter, in the last 7 meetings, they have won none. So that's just how bad they have been against Juve. So for me, I'm going for a 3-2, and I think Roro today. I don't like the gymnast, but I think he will come to the party.
So you've gone for a 3-2 victory
3-2
to
victory.
Juventus. Nicolette White, your team has had the better of Inter Milan in
course.
recent matches. Do you think that will continue again
Of
tomorrow?
course. I'm giving it a 5-1 win.
What? Next to impossible.
I'm
Next to
telling
impossible
you.
there.
And you
5-1
guys are
victory.
getting Jesse Lingard.
No, it's next to impossible.
5-1 victory.
5-1 victory. I have nothing more to say.
Sikuwa nimesikia hiyo vizuri.
Now,
Wow.
Bar Prince, where are you going to side? You're the neutral pundit here. Inter Milan, not one, as Salim has said, in a number of meetings against Juventus. Juventus have had the upper hand in this game. They have the one and only Ronaldo in that team who can change a game in the snap of a finger. How do you see this game going?
I think Juve watashinda, but not too much. 2-1 win to Juventus. Yeah.
2-1 victory to Juventus.
This is Inter Milan.
Okay.
This is Juventus.
This is Inter Milan.
Fair enough. You want to add one more thing
Just
before I
one
sign
second.
off?
For that person who said there's a crash on Nico, I'm talking on behalf of the dowry committee. We just need 10 horses and 3 choppers, and you're good.
10 horses and 3 choppers.
Choppers,
What was
yeah.
his name? I think I've forgotten his name.
10 choppers, 3 horses.
I remember horse
10
person, I like horses.
10 horses and 3
choppers.
choppers.
Now, guys,
The
helicopters.
dowry committee has done it, nailed it. Kama
now.
hauna, potelea bali.
On that bombshell, my people, we have to sign off. Guys, thank you very, very much for coming on,
Always a
coming on to
pleasure.
the show. It's been a pleasure having you guys here. Bar Prince, thank you very much. Nicolette White, thank you very much. Salim Waziri, thank you very much for showing up as well. And for you, the viewers at home, if I didn't read any of your messages, sorry, we are out of time. But for all of you who have sent in your messages, I appreciate it very, very much. Now, catch me here on Monday from 1:30 to 2:30. I'll be joined by Kevin and probably I'll figure out who will be joining us as well, as we'll be taking their midweek fixtures next week. We'll be looking at that. And Arsenal, of course, do play on Monday, so who better than to have here than Kevin. Now, with that said, let me thank the camera crew and everyone behind the gallery for making this possible. And do enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Stay blessed and keep it sporty.